Hello class, today we're going to be doing Inquiry 4.2 where we are going to observe your pond. So our question today, what type of organisms live in a pond ecosystem? Okay, think about the actual organisms, the actual living things that might live in a pond or directly around a pond. And list those as the first part of your hypothesis. And tell me a reason why you think they live there for the second part of your hypothesis. Okay, our materials are found on page 55. Our procedures are found on page 58 and 59. And as you can see from the data, you're going to do some microscope drawings. You're going to look at a couple of samples of pond water, and you need to pick out 4 different organisms. There are 4 different circles. So in your 4 circles, I want you to sketch any 4 organisms that you see in the pond water samples. Okay, now we're going to switch over to a video of the pond water under the microscope, and that way you can see some of the different organisms that might be swimming in the pond water. Now, of course, we're focusing on the microscopic level instead of all of the macroscopic or larger organisms. We're going to be focusing on the microscopic or small organisms. So as you watch this video, you can pause and go back and forth to your lab report so that you can draw up to 4 microorganisms that you see in your pond water samples. Okay, so let's take a look at this video footage of some pond water samples. Okay, as you can see, this is a microscope view, and you can see there's some little debris and stuff in there, but also you can see some little things moving around. So that could be one of your organisms right there. Now this is on 100x, so this is on medium power. Okay, we're going to take another look under another microscope. So just, there's a little creature who looks like a solid, but then he starts to swim around. Okay, this was taken from another teacher's classroom footage, so you may see some of the other students from that classroom. Okay, this is on low power at this moment. Let's see if he switches to, he's going around to each of the students' microscopes. Let's see if they switch to medium power on any of these. Again, this kind of looks like this one is on low power. So that'd be 40x. There's a lot of debris in that one and a few little air bubbles. There's a piece of hay. I don't really see anything swimming around. Oh, there's a little thing swimming around right there, where right in front of the pointer, or now to the right of the pointer. Okay. All right, they must have found something interesting. Looks like they have theirs on high power, so that would be 400x. See, you can see a little movement inside. Looks kind of like an egg with something inside that may be about to hatch. Let's see what we see on this microscope. Ooh, that looks like an insect larva. And that would be, looks like that's probably on like 400x. You can see its leg there in front of the pointer. So some of these things may be in your pond also. Some of these things may be in your pond, some of them may not be in our pond, but this gives you an example of some microorganisms that might be found in a pond ecosystem. Okay, let's go back to our lab report. So you can go back and look at that video footage and pick out any 4 of those microorganisms that you saw and draw those in your microscope circles. And you may not know the name of the actual organism, but you can simply put pond water organisms. That will be fine if you don't know what they are. Okay. For our analysis, you have a couple of questions to answer, and we will be observing our pond again after 3 weeks. So question 3 is asking you to predict how you think your pond will change during those 3 weeks. Do you think that we will see the same things? Do you think that things will look different? And then you have some vocabulary words that apply to our lesson. And then finally, your conclusion. For this lab report, your conclusion should describe the living things in your pond, especially focus on those microorganisms that we saw swimming around in the pond water. Make sure you complete your lab report, and if you have any questions, you can message me. I hope you have a great day.